What's up?
How you doing?
Good, how you doing? Good.
We have first question. Mark Berman.
Jalen, how are you?
Good.
So Alperin said, if not this season, maybe next, one day, this team is going to be the best in the league.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. We got a lot of young talent, a lot of guys that's wanted to be a great team. We all got the mentality to do it, so yeah, it's gonna happen sooner than later.
Christy.
Jalen, what excites you most about this team and kind of the different changes and new people that have been added in the offseason?
I mean, following up with that question, just the young talent, the young core of the rebuild, and just like where our mindsets and what we could all possibly be going into the future. So I think it could go a long way. Just gotta buy in, stay together. I think the team will take off.
Adam.
What do you think you're able to do now that maybe you couldn't do a few months ago
As in
on the floor?
on the floor, I think ending that season last year, just knowing where my mentality was at, and just knowing what we need to do coming out, playing hard, playing together, turning defense into offense, because that's what was a lot of the fault last year going in. Couldn't lock up defensively and get stopped, so I think going into that this year, just doing that.
What about you individually?
Me individually, just score the ball, make plays for my teammates, try to be a leader and get a win.
Kelly.
To finish the season, it seemed like the game kind of slowed down for you. How are you able to take that into the offseason and now going into next year too?
Just at the end of the season, knowing like how I was scoring the ball, how we was getting stops, getting wins, things like that, just carrying it into my workouts, focusing on getting to the mid-range, timing my handle, my passing, coming off a pick and roll, so just carrying that into next year, or this year.
Jonathan.
What do you expect of yourself this year and beyond?
This year, for myself, just carry my team to more wins than last year, and hopefully get All-Star.
Brian.
Jalen, you and Kevin Porter, obviously a huge part of this to take it to the next level.
Mhm.
How has Kevin matured, and how has your relationship with him just grown over this last year to where you guys maybe, even more than ever, understand each other and have been able to bond?
I think we're on the same page mentally of what we want to be. We always talk about being the best backcourt in the league, and I think that's possible for us. Me and School have been on the same page in practice, battling with each other, battling workouts, things like that. So I think we're just pretty locked in.
Terrence.
Jalen, what kinds of things did you work on in terms of your game this offseason, and how much improved do you think you'll be this year?
A lot of catch and shoot, ball handling, pick and roll, getting to my spots, isolation things, and just out of the offense that we're going to be running, with how I could get into what I need to get to.
Michael.
Jalen, Steven said you guys had pretty solid attendance at these summer workouts, a lot of guys there. What was the atmosphere there like, and do you think that can have an actual effect in the regular season?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of guys were here during workouts, and the atmosphere is always good. Everyone came in ready to work. Everyone had good energy, and like I said, I think that's the best thing about the group right now is just our mentality. We want to be a good team. We want to win games, so I think that's just going to carry on.
Chancellor.
Jalen, I have a fill in the blank for you. You can use any word or adjective you want.
Okay.
This year, the Houston Rockets will be what, and then a brief explanation.
This year, the Houston Rockets will be better than last year. I say that because I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I feel like it's really a change in like how we ended the year, knowing what we had to do going into this year. I think the end of the year helped us a lot in these workouts and just being together through the summer, always seeing each other's faces, working out together, doing that chemistry. That's what it's going to take.
Brian.
Jalen, you told us last year that you didn't really feel like a rookie because you had played in the G League. Now you no longer have that rookie title, and now you're going to be teaching some of these young guys. How do you feel about that, knowing that you're a veteran and be teaching now?
I mean, I feel pretty good about it, that I could be a leader to the young guys coming in if they have questions. Just because I went through what they were going to go through last year, so I kind of like being a big brother in a way that they could lean on, just because I know that I was going through a lot last year, highs and lows. But I would tell them just every time, just keep that even keel and remember get on to the next game.
Jackson.
Hey Jalen, did you work out with any non-Rockets this offseason? And if you did, who'd you work out with, and what did you learn or pick up from them?
Yeah, I had Scotty Barnes that came to Fresno when I threw my camp. Scotty Barnes, Brandon Boston. I had Marzon Bruchamp there. Josh came. I mean, he's part of the team now. So, yeah, those guys, I worked out with them. We got a workout in and we played a couple pickup games. So, it was a good run.
Did you add weight over the summer?
Yeah, last year I was bouncing around 170, 173. I'm now officially 182, 183. Put on a couple pounds. But I think it's gonna make a huge difference coming into next year.
You talked about wanting to tighten up your handle,
Yeah.
even going into the summer. Do you feel like that you can maybe initiate more of the offense this year than maybe you did last year? Maybe it's more of an even split with you and Scoot?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's what happened towards the end of the year too, or end of the year last year. Me and Scoot was just kind of handling everything. Whether it's getting to offense, he get me going, I get him going, or we find Garrison or the big, whatever it is. But I think that's going to play a big role this year.
Christy.
You talked about your 10-pound weight gain. Is it like working out, putting on muscle, or did you start eating a lot more? Or like, how did you do that?
Yeah, I started eating a lot more. I actually had a chef in middle of season last year, and that just kind of carried on all the way. Eating like three, 4 meals a day, protein shakes, and plus on top of that, the weight room with Willie. Just my training staff people helping me be on top of that and just staying locked in.
Did you get tired of eating so much? I mean, it
No.
wasn't what you were used to.
Honestly, I didn't. I started getting like hungrier. Like I would eat 3 meals and be like, I'm still hungry. So it kind of helped out.
Last one, Brian Fairfield.
Jalen, Coach said that some of the stuff that you all did, that you were successful at the end of the season, and of course he was going to keep that and bring it over. Did you get a chance to review some of that stuff this summer, and what do you think that how that is going to help you this year?
Yeah, we reviewed a lot of it. We haven't reviewed too much yet, but I know going to train camp we're gonna break everything down. Coach is gonna go over everything with us. Me and Coach had a couple film sessions. He was breaking down last year's film and what I could do better in defensive spots, offensive spots. So I think it's gonna help out a lot.
Thank you, Jalen.
Appreciate you guys.